Hello everyone, it is Wednesday night and we are back at the Cobblestone Hotel for another amazing episode of Music Talks. I'm your host, Chelsea Rittenauer. Special thank you to Rick Fike, our cameraman, and to Macaulay Jones of Mackie Music Studios, taking care of all of our sound needs. Our featured artist this week is singer-songwriter Kristen Beard. Kristen, hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight.
Thanks for having me.
We super appreciate it. So I don't know all that much about you. You were recommended by a mutual friend. I've seen some clips. I know a little bit about what you do, but I would love to get your origin story. So why don't you tell me how you got started in music?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was never a singer growing up. I started playing piano when I was about 5 or 6 years old. I was trained Suzuki method, which is a little bit different than the classical method. You know, all by ear, by watching. I didn't look at really any sheet music until I was a little bit older. Going into middle school, I kind of wanted to learn how to sing, and I started singing along with CDs in my room, and kind of got the hang of it really, and kind of fell in love with it. And so I started doing these little musical theater camps and things like that with my school and with a church camp, and I ended up falling in love with it. Signed up for choir, started taking voice lessons, and along the way I started picking up guitar and some other things that had kind of perked my interest, and so ever since then I've kind of just been building from there.
So like a lot of us singers and, well, mainly singers, you kind of got the bug from musical theater.
A little bit. I had actually had a classical singing CD that I was gifted when I was young, and I sort of listened to that and kind of fell into it, and then I grew up like wanting to be involved with theater and things like that, even though I ended up never really being in a whole lot of shows. I just liked singing Broadway music.
So I know you play a lot of different instruments. When did all of that come into play?
Probably part of middle school, like later middle school, early high school, I started kind of picking these sort of things up. So it started with just guitar, and then I kind of got this bug and started asking for like Guitar Center gift cards or just money and things like that for birthdays and holidays. And I started picking up a couple other things. I picked up an electric bass and a ukulele, and just kind of whatever kind of piqued my interest. And I was like, wow, I want to learn to play that. I would go buy it and learn to play it and just bring it home.
So how did you learn to play? I mean, did you figure it out on your own? Did you look up something on YouTube?
A lot of it was by ear. For guitar, I did watch some stuff on YouTube, kind of watching people play. Like, you know, I'd watch live performances of people playing things, and then just kind of sitting and playing with them and figuring it out. How did they work? How did they sound? What part of the instrument does what? And just kind of played around with it until I got it, until it made sense.
Very cool. So I know you ended up going to school for music. I saw a few clips of you singing some classical Italian pieces, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's what I did. That's what I went to school for. So I was like, oh, cool. We can talk about this whole classical thing. Now, you told me you were a double major. Is that correct?
Yes, I did. Piano was my secondary and voice was my primary, and I studied music therapy.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Where did you go?
I went to Seton Hill for about a year. I did about one semester of the music program, and I decided it was a lot, and I wanted to play what I wanted to play, and then I ended up kind of changing the course of what I wanted to be doing, and I wanted to play for fun and maybe not as so much as a career.
Yeah. So what was it like doing all of the classical training and all of that? Was it very different from the training that you had before?
Yeah, it was completely new and foreign to me. I started preparing later in high school, probably my junior year, to go to school for the music. So I started taking classical voice lessons instead of taking my normal like jazz and Broadway and things like that that I had been singing before. I told my voice teacher, Megan Nelson, I had told her that I wanted to go to school for music, and she's like, well, we should probably start planning now. We should probably start trying to get you ready to be singing the Italian arias and the classical music and things like that. So we started with just little stuff, you know, the 24 arias, the most popular vocal book there was, and we started kind of building off of that. And then I just kind of in preparation for my auditions and going to school for it while I was still doing some stuff that I wanted to do in the meantime.
So what voice type were you? I'm curious.
I was a soprano.
You're a soprano. Were you like a lyric? Did you get to that point yet? Did you know?
We never really talked about it too much. I did a lot of like soprano stuff for the most part, and then we just kind of were trying to find my sound for the most part. Yeah,
I geek out about it because my whole thing was classical for many, many years. So when someone's like, oh, I trained classical, I'm like, oh, what are you? But anyway, so did you find that the classical training helped you at all in the music that you sing now?
Absolutely. It gave me, I actually really loved singing classical music, even though I wasn't really like a fan of doing music as a full-time career. I think it helped me with like my vocal control and making sure I was doing the proper singing technique so I didn't, end up injuring myself and that sort of thing. And it was really good to kind of help me find my own sound and kind of work on my diction and things like that. I think it was really huge.
Awesome. That's really cool. I always tell my students that. I'm like, look, get this classical training and then you can sing anything that you want from there. So it's cool to have someone else come on here and say that. So what are you doing now? You're out playing shows and gigging, and I know you do hair, yes?
Yes.
Tell me about your life.
So I play solo from time to time. I used to play at the Keynote Cafe a bunch when it was still there. I'll play at DD8 Coffee Shop a good bit in Greensburg, just kind of wherever I can play. I frequently play with the Moment Jazz Band. I'm their keyboard player, and we've started kind of branching out into other things besides jazz. So I kind of do that in my free time, and then I do hair as like my full-time job, and I kind of just play. When somebody asks me to play, I'll show up,
That's awesome. I like it.
Very free.
Yeah, that's nice. It seems nice because I do it as like a profession all the time, and I'm tired and bogged down, but I love what you're doing. That's really great. It keeps it fun.
Oh, absolutely.
So what is your style? What like if you're out doing a solo gig, what do you play?
I kind of try to play a little bit of everything. A lot of times, too, I will take into consideration the location I'm playing, what kind of people are going to be in my audience, what kind of, if I'm playing for an older crowd, I'm not going to sing something that's on the radio now. They might not recognize it, so I might play something more classic rock, more like old school, something like that they would recognize. Or if I'm playing to a younger crowd, I'll play something maybe more popular, more modern that they would kind of be able to relate to. So I honestly, I always just say, I play whatever I want to play. Like if I like songs in all sorts of genres, so I have country songs on my set list sometimes. I have classic rock, I have pop, and I even do I'll do rap songs sometimes, kind of just whatever I like, and I want to be able to share it with people.
Do you have a preference on what you prefer to sing?
Not particularly. I definitely tend to like some more of the singer-songwriter type stuff, and I really like a lot of classic rock, 70s, 80s, 90s music, stuff from that era is definitely probably my favorite. But I also really like taking songs that are on the radio now and kind of just putting my own spin on them and making them totally different or
how do you do that?
Fun. Honestly, it just depends on the song. Sometimes I just hear a song and I hear what it could be. And sometimes if I'm just looking up, a lot of times when I go through my process, I look up a guitar chord sheet and just the chords. And then I start kind of just playing through the chords and singing the song and then kind of just see where it goes from there and what I hear. Yes. I love to let it just morph and grow and build and kind of take shape on its own.
I like it. That is very, very cool. So how many bands are you currently in?
I just play with the Moment right now.
So you do solo work and then you're with them?
Yes.
Awesome. And you said they're primarily a jazz group?
Yeah, we do a lot of original music. It started out a couple years ago. There was a couple of us, and we just made up stuff on the spot. We would say, I feel like playing an A minor. Who wants to play an A minor? And we would just see what happens. And then over the years that I've played with them for about 3 years now. And over the years, it kind of developed into, hey, maybe we should create some sort of structure to our songs. If we play a riff we really like, we were running into the issue that we'd play something we really liked, and then it was like, what was that? It's gone. Yes. So we started trying to create like little riffs that we would come back to, free form, and that sort of thing. And then it started developing into, okay, we're actually going to write structured songs. And now we're growing even more. We're starting to do some covers and things like that in our own style, because we were running into the issue that people weren't knowing. They were like, yeah, original music is cool, but like, I want to hear something that I know, So we're kind of trying to find that balance so that we can play anywhere, whereas like some places want us to play what we call like wallpaper music is kind of what we started with, being in the background, being in the corner, nobody's listening to us, but background music. So that was kind of what we did. But then, when we play at bars or places where we're the main focus, it's nice to have some vocals and do something that people would recognize, so that way we keep the audience engaged.
What's something that you would typically play with them that people would recognize?
The covers are pretty new, so we play a lot of my solo music. I brought into the band to kind of start developing, and right now we're kind of going through and picking songs that we're all interested in learning. So we're looking at some old classic rock stuff. We just started doing Bust a Move, if you know that song. Like, we're just kind of trying to dabble in a little bit of everything and see what we like, and we're all just kind of working together to figure out what do we want to play. So, because it's very new for us to be doing covers and things like that.
So if people are interested in hearing this group, where do you typically play with them, and do they have a Facebook page or a website that everyone could go check out?
Absolutely. So we do have a Facebook page. You can look us up on Facebook at The Moment Jazz Band. And then we do have a website, so it's themoment.band is our website, and you can listen to our album on there that we recorded, I want to say, year and a half, 2 years ago, somewhere in that ballpark.
So it's an album of all originals?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
It's just an all-original album, all instrumental. We recorded it in Jeanette at our old guitar player's studio when we had it. Just kind of, it started out, it was going to be a demo, just for us to send to people when they say, what the heck do you even play? Right. And then we kind of decided, let's just do a whole album. Let's just do it. Let's just sell the CDs for a couple bucks and see if people grab onto them. And we also have, we have our Facebook page and then our website, and then we also have a YouTube page, but we're still updating that. We play at DV8 in Greensburg a lot. We do a lot with the Westmoreland Cultural Trust, so the arts walks, and we do the Art of Love, and a lot of those events we've been incorporated for.
That's some really big, cool stuff.
Yes.
I had no idea. Thank you so much for enlightening me.
Yes.
I didn't realize you were in this other band. Everybody absolutely go check them out and listen to their album. This is great stuff. So let's talk about you as a solo artist again.
Yes.
Are you writing your own originals as a solo artist?
A little bit. It's kind of a new thing for me. I was a writer growing up. Whenever I left the music program, I did major in English, and I loved to read and write, and so I did some poetry. I used to compete in slam poems and things like that. And then, I always liked writing my instrumental music, and then I was kind of like, well, let me start putting these together. So me writing my own songs is kind of a new thing for me, so I don't have a whole lot of original music yet, but I'm starting to try and develop it and figure out what do I want to play, what is my sound, what do I want to write about even.
Yeah, that's tough. How many would you say you have ready to go right now?
Probably 2.
Cool. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Are you going to play any of them for us tonight?
I did bring one with me, so possibly.
Okay, cool. Well, I hope you share it with us.
Thank
But if
you.
not, that's okay. We can have you back on at another time. Maybe you'll play some more. So in the future, are you planning to record an EP or an album of your solo original works?
I think it's totally an opportunity that I would love to do. So if it presented itself to be something that I'm able to do, I would love to do it. But I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so it would probably be like a years in the making thing, and I want to make sure that all of my songs are absolutely the way I want them before I even step into a studio. So I think it's something that I would love to do, but not yet. I'm not ready for that.
You want to take
yet.
your time
Yes.
with it. You want to do it right.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I respect that. Great. Do you have a personal Facebook page or website where people can hear your solo works?
So the website is not up and running yet, but you can friend me on Facebook, and I post a lot of videos there. I do have a YouTube page that I've been working on updating. There's some old videos. They're both just my name, first and last name, super easy. And I'm working on updating my YouTube channel as well. It does have some videos on there. They're a little bit outdated, some from when I was like in high school and college, but that's something I'm going to try to start kind of building back up.
That wasn't all that long ago.
No.
She's only 21. Kristen, would you mind spelling your first and last name for us in the camera so people can look you up?
Absolutely. So my first name is Kristen, so Kristen, and my last name is Beard, just like the facial hair. Super easy. That's what I always say, like the doctor's appointments and stuff like that. Yeah. They're like, how do you spell your last name? And that's just, I just say that because it's what easier than trying to explain it sometimes. Yeah,
wonderful. Kristen, you were a delight to have. I am so excited to hear your music. I know you're going to be playing 3 instruments for us tonight.
Yes.
Piano, guitar, harmonica.
Yes.
And you're going to be singing, so she's going to be a very busy lady, showcasing all of her stuff. Is there anything else you'd like me to add?
No, I think we've covered it pretty much.
Perfect. Well, once again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Everyone, we will be back right after the break. Be sure to come back and listen to Kristen's music.
Dude, what is up with your house?
Oh, it's cool. My parents just got Zoom.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back, and a special welcome to singer-songwriter Kristen Beard.
Hi, everyone. I have a few covers and one original to play for you today. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. Don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put it down in words. How wonderful life is while you're in the world. I sat on the roof and kicked off the moss. Well, a few other verses, well, they got me quite cross. But the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see,
brightest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put it down in words. How wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put it down in words. How wonderful life is while you're in the world.
Thank you. This is another song that is very important to me, and I play it a lot, and I like it a lot, and I hope you like it a lot.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. And mountains, we gon' walk it out. And mountains, I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. Again for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you'll feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. And mountains break to its feet. And mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. All we need is hope. That we have each other. That we have each other. Yeah. We will rise. We will rise. All rise. We'll rise. And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up high like the waves. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. We'll rise up and we'll do it 1,000 times again.
busting out the harmonica for this one. This is one that I think pretty much everyone listening will know, and it's a whole lot of fun, so enjoy.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic engine. He says, "Son, can you play me a memory?" I'm not really sure how it goes, but it sounded sweet and I knew it's complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. Oh, la la da da da, la da 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 da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. When we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke. But there's some place that he'd rather be. Bill, I believe this is killing me, as a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Oh, la la da da da, la da da da. Now, Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife, and he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessman slowly gets stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. When we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday. The manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. It sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, "Man, what are you doing here?" Oh, la la da da da, la da da da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, if any of you have ever seen me play live before, you've probably seen this song. It's a lot of fun for me, and this is one that I really had a great time kind of putting my own spin on.
I have already come.
Thank you. Thank you. I have just a few more for you guys. So I'm going to bring the harmonica back out for this one, switching it up a little bit. This is another song that I completely changed from the original. It's called Such Great Heights. Thanks so much. Thanks for listening. Got about 2 more for you. And this is another cover. And then I have a surprise original at the end.
Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within. I've been here before, but that life's so bore, so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, but some just want everything. Everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah. Some people search for a fountain, promises forever young. Some people need 3 dozen roses, and that's the only way to prove you love them. Hand me the world on a silver platter, and what good would it be? No one to share, no one who truly cares for me. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, but some just want everything. Everything means nothing if I ain't got you, you, you. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, but some just want everything. Everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah.
So this is an original song that I wrote in my dorm when I was in college, and I had never really written anything before, but it was something that I always wanted to do. So I couldn't figure out how to write something serious, so I decided I would go the route of writing something funny that also kind of reflected my situation. I was seeing a guy, and then he broke my heart, and I got really mad at him, and this song was kind of the outcome of that while I was living away from home in my dorm. And I've kind of built it over the last couple of years, and without further ado, this is called I Like My Dogs Better Than You.
Dogs, they are my best friends. I love my dogs more than I've ever loved any man. When I come home, they're so excited to see me. They don't wake up and tell me they don't love me anymore. never tell me that being with me is a chore. I love them, they love me, and that's the way it should be. My dogs will never judge me when I come home crying. My dogs will never tell me that I'm lying. I never gotta worry about them hating me. And in all honesty, I like my dogs better than you. My dogs will never treat me bad. My dogs have never, ever made me feel sad. And trust me, it may sound cliche, but dogs are better than people, and I like it that way. My dogs will never upset me. Everyone lets me down, leaves me low, lets me go, except my dogs. My dogs will never judge me when I come home crying. My dogs will never tell me that I'm lying. I never gotta worry about them hating me. And in all honesty, I like my dogs better than you. Do-do-do, 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 my dogs will never judge me when I come home crying. My dogs will never tell me that I'm lying. I never gotta worry about them hating me. And in all honesty, I like my dogs better than you. I don't like people, I don't like you. My dogs are great, unlike you.
Thanks so much. I wanted to say thank you again to Music Speaks and to Chelsea for having me tonight. It's been a blast.
Kristen, thank you so very much for coming out tonight. We really appreciate it. Fantastic job. We would be happy to have you back anytime. So when you get some more originals down, be sure to send me an email and let me know. Absolutely. Everyone, that is a wrap for tonight, but we will be back at the Cobblestone Hotel next week. I believe Caitlin Rose is up, so be sure to stop on down, hear some country music, and until then, have a lovely evening. We'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.